Hello there. How are you all? Are you all fine? I'm also fine. So I decided to do this video so that those who were not able to join the class would have the opportunity to watch and know what we did today. Okay. So the last time in our previous lesson, we spoke of things God created. And we learned about some names that people call God. Okay. So the things God created, we mentioned and we showed some pictures. But today we are going to be taking them step by step. When I say step by step, I mean talking about the first day, what did God create, second day, like that. Okay. So today we are going to discuss the topic, the creation story in Christianity. So I told you Christianity is a religion, okay? And the people in Christianity religion, they are called Christians, okay? So talking about Christians, how do they believe that God created the world? That is what we want to look at today. So the creation story according to Christians. I hope you are getting me. Okay. So before then, let's take a look at what we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. So by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to understand the creation story according to Christians, or according to the Christianity religion. Do you understand? Okay, so what is just trying to tell you that you, the learner, should be able to understand the creation story according to how Christians believe, okay? Yes, what they believe, okay, what they know about how God created the world. Yes, and also be able to mention things God created using the days. So on the first day, on the second day, like that. Okay. Then we start with the keywords. What are the keywords in this lesson? We have firmament, luminaries, rest, create, firmament, luminaries, rest, create. Let's take the first word, firmament. We said that firmament, another name for firmament is sky, or you can say another name for sky is firmament, okay? So it's part of what God created and we'll be learning, okay? Then the next word there is luminaries. Luminaries are the objects God created to give us light. So in the course of the lesson, we will, mention those objects that gives us light. Then the word rest. The only time you rest is when you are tired. So one rests when one is tired. So you as a child, you get tired, then you have to rest. I also get tired, I have to rest, okay? Yeah, so resting is when you relax the body, okay? Then create. Create means to make something. And so when you create something, that means you have made something. So to make something. Exactly. Okay, so let's move on. So starting with, on the first day, what did God create? Don't forget, we said we want to talk about the creation story according to how Christians believe in the creation, how God created the world. So on the first day, Christians believe that God created heaven and earth. Heaven and earth. He also created light to give us day and night. To give us day and night. Okay? So after God created heaven and earth, He also created light so that we can have day and night. So you can see the light. And this is the day, this is the night. Is that clear? Okay. Then on the second day, what did God create? According to Christians, on the second day, God created the sky. He created the sky. Can you see the sky? Yes, it can also be called the firmament. That is what we're talking about. So this is a picture of a sky. Have you seen the sky? Yes. So it can also be called firmament. Firmament. F-I-R-M-A-M-E-N-T. Firmament. So I'm breaking it down. Firmament. F-I-R-M-A-M-E-N-T. Firmament. So on the second day, God created the sky. That is what God created on the second day. And we said the sky can also be called firmament. Very good. Let's move on. Then on the third day, according to Christians, on the third day, God created animals, the sea, and plants. So you are seeing sea here. There are other water bodies that we mentioned the other day. The streams, the lagoons, the pond, the lakes, the waterfalls. Those are water bodies, and God created all this. Don't forget in our previous lesson that we said God created all this to give us water to use. The land, we build houses on land, road. What other things we do on land? We farm on land. Is that not it? Bankuna udino, ebronu, it is planted on land, okay? Then the plants that God created, He still created them on land. And so these are examples. You can see the land, you can see the sea, you can see the plants. All these God created on the third day. I hope you are following. Okay. Then on the fourth day, according to Christians again, God created the lights in the sky. And so you look up in the sky, you see some objects in there. They are the sun, the moon, and the stars. Yes, these objects are what refers to as luminaries. Luminaries. Yes, they are created, or God created them to give us light. So the sun gives us light during the day. As a matter of fact, that is what gives us day. We have spoken about that already. And the moon and the stars, they give us light in the night. So they come out in the night. They don't come out in the morning. They come out in the night. Okay, so you can see the sun. This is the moon, and these are stars. Very good. So God created all this on the fourth day. Yes, and on the fifth day, God created birds and sea animals. And the birds, there are so many different types of birds, okay? And we can see them, you can see the pictures. But these are not all. I always say I couldn't put all on the screen, but it's telling you that there are different types of birds that God created. So you can see the parrot, the dove or the dove, however you want to mention it. Yes, the eagle, the hen, they are all birds, okay? Yes. And you can see sea animals. These are not all, we have others. You see the starfish, the yellowfish, and the fishes are different colors. It tells you that God is, God likes beautiful things. Yes, shark is a sea animal. A whale. Have you seen a whale before? They are all called sea animals. That is where they live. They are sea animals. Okay. So God created all that on the fifth day. Then on the sixth day, God created animals on land and human beings. The animals on land, you can see them. The lion, the tiger, the elephants, the giraffe, you can see them. So many animals God created. We have spoken about that in our previous, and I will continue to say that. So it is telling you that whatever you are taught, you don't forget, because somehow you meet it in the next lesson. So if you forget all the animals we mentioned the other day, then you wouldn't get what I'm showing you here. And so these are animals on land. So the other one I showed you were animals in water, okay? These are animals on land. And the animals on land, I told you, some are very wild. Some too, they are not wild. That means they are not dangerous, okay? So those ones that are not dangerous, they are around us. The ones that are wild, they are somewhere in the forest, okay? Yes, if you like, go and stand in front of a lion and say, lion, how are you? Before your how are you finishes, you know where you land. Yes, so that is telling that that animal is wild. And even when you go to the zoo, they are kept away from human beings. Is that not it? Yes, so, and an animal that is not wild, a lizard, you can even play with a lizard. You can play with a butterfly. So those animals are not wild. Yes, and God also created human beings, you and I. So you can see the children dancing and somebody singing. They are all human beings. So a boy is a human being, a girl is a human being, mommy is a human being, daddy is a human being, auntie is a, you see, all of us. Those are names given to human beings. We are all human beings and God created all of us on the 6th day. Okay, so on the 7th day, so after God had worked, when you work, don't you get tired? So God worked for 6 days. So on the 7th day, the Bible says he rested. So God rested from all his works on the 7th day. Have you all enjoyed the lesson? I hope you have, and I've also enjoyed myself. Please continue to be good children at home and do all the necessary things you have to do. I'm talking about your exercises, okay? All the exercises teachers have been putting on the ProLearn. Make sure you do, and do mine too, okay? Have a nice day. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.